Hello there, my loves. You found me. So, listen, September 2022 was pretty lit, okay? Not gonna lie. Mainly because it was Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And so, you guys know I was here for it. Last Sickle Cell September was a bit different for me. It was legit like my first one where I was actually active in the sickle cell community. Do you guys know what I mean? Like online, like not where I live, but like online. I had just been woken up out of my coma, my sickle cell, you know, sick bed. I had just been pulled up out of that by Oxbryta. If you don't know what Oxbryta is, check out my video on Oxbryta. It's called My Oxbryta Story. And, I am completely just blown away by the fact that when I was popped out of that sick bed and I thought to myself, wait, hold up. I'm here now? Oh, I'm here now. Like I can actually participate. I can thrive. I can be something. I thought to myself this time last year, Lena, you could totally have a whole month full of scheduled activities and things you could be doing next September. And that's exactly what I did. I just decided to dive in with both feet and find as many of my sickle cell warriors and sickle cell community members alike, as many as possible, so that I could learn, listen, see where everyone was, what they were doing, how they were making a difference, and how that could be something I did. You know what I mean? Instead of just being on the receiving end the whole time. I was so tired of that. I was so tired of just being on the receiving end of all the help. It does make you feel a bit helpless when you are bound, by anything, whether it's sickle cell or something else. It makes you feel helpless, and I was so done with that. So I did it, y'all. I had a full September, and in this video I'm gonna show you and let you know what it is that I did, why I did the things, and whether or not it was a sickle cell related thing, because not all of them were. I not only wanted to branch out into the sickle cell community online, but I wanted to find out where my peeps was at here in the city, where, I could be seen, okay? I'm trying to be out. I'm trying to be, in the mix, in the mingle with the other cool people. Instead of trapped at home, as usual, in my snuggie. So, I got two pages full of things that I did in just 1 month. Let's start from the top. So, some of these things are things I do already now anyway, but most of it was basically me finding something new that I could do and participate in. I started out the month volunteering for the Martin Center Sickle Cell Initiative, which is here in Indianapolis, Indiana. They are a 50-year-old nonprofit organization. They are historic, and they have cared for me, little old me, for the majority of my life. Okay, the nonprofit is the machine that helps patients who are struggling with sickle cell to thrive and to survive. And they make sure that we have our basic needs met. So if you do not have a hematologist or a blood doctor, if you do not have a primary care physician or a PCP, if you do not have an eye doctor, if you do not have a specialist that you need for whatever special situation you have going on, they will help you, okay? Because you need those doctors as a sickle cell patient. You cannot get out of the sickle cell pain, or you can't get out of that sick bed fully until you explore every option, and it must include experts. It must include people that studied to become knowledgeable so that you can bring your expertise, which is your body, everything that happens in you, right? I'm the expert on LENA LAVISH, and then we come together with the other experts that know, the things from the books. Okay? You have to have that. The Martin Center will help you if you need a doctor, you guys. You have to reach out. You have to say, hey, can you guys help me with a doctor? And they're just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really just that simple. If there is no other way, no other place for you to start. If you don't have any other resources. So yes, I volunteered for the Martin Center, and I basically set up a booth at one of our local hospitals here that is now seeing an influx of sickle cell patients due to the ever expanding nature of our community. So like the more people, the more needs, the more diverse, the more different types of needs. And so when there is one area in particular that may be, mostly white or mostly Caucasian, then you have areas where there are, there just aren't going to be as many sickle cell patients coming into that hospital. But we live everywhere, and we can live everywhere if we want. And so, people be moving and whatnot. And so now there are more sickle cell patients coming to the hospital in this area. And now there's some of this going on, And so I got to actually be a patient advocate and Martin Center representative all in one, where I was able to not only go every week, every Thursday, I would go for, 2 or 3 hours and set up the Martin Center table booth, with all the swag and the information. And I went over everything and spoke to anyone who had any interest in the Martin Center resources or sickle cell itself. I also was able to showcase that sickle cell patients don't always look like whatever it is you think they look like. That was amazing. So I did education, check. Awareness, check. Patient example, check. Okay? That was every Thursday, all month. Okay? I also did the Martin Center Sickle Cell Initiative support group featuring me. This is our virtual support group. We meet every month, and I love, that's my family. I love all of those people because they've watched me grow up. They've watched me battle this illness, and they are now watching me thrive. Okay, and that is very special. And so it was a dream realized when I was, called upon to headline the support group for the month of September, Sickle Cell Awareness Month. I blush because it's surreal. It's surreal. And so, yes, I was able to be a guest speaker there amongst my people and advocate for advocacy. I was basically just letting them know that if you're looking for that next level or a new rung, or if you're trying to click that, elevator button so you can get up and, get some things done or in motion, or if you're just tired of feeling overlooked and undervalued, especially in terms of your sickle cell disease, hey, y'all, advocacy. Advocating for yourself is where it begins. Anytime there is anything that goes awry with any of us, it doesn't matter if it's sickle cell or not, we must remember that we should all be advocates for ourselves first. So sometimes, as an advocate of myself, I have to say, okay, that's enough. I'm not going to continue to allow you to speak to me that way. Sometimes advocacy is, okay, there are lots of decisions being made, and I need a moment to collect myself so that I can advocate for myself. And then like once you say the words, whoever is in the room is going to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like they should. After you say the words, please allow me a moment to gather myself and advocate so that I can advocate for myself. Like just give me a moment. Whoever talking after that, they can hit the door. They can hit the door. So, yes, so I did that. I definitely, had to participate in some, meetings and functions. I am a nonprofit board member. I do have responsibilities. I do have a team of people that, where we work together every day to the best of our ability, with all of our capacity in order to try to create a nonprofit that will be as dynamic and as groundbreaking and as influential as we all know it already is. Okay, so that's a CMA. I, had to be there. Check. Volunteering, support group, board meetings. Okay, now this next thing that I did is not necessarily sickle cell related, but I did sprinkle in some things here, like I said, that I've done just for myself. Things just, to as a reward, things that I feel strongly about, areas, places, functions I feel like I deserve to see and experience now that I am, out of that bed, out of that state. And so one of the first things was, of course, Butter to the art fair. Okay, if you weren't there, you weren't there. Oh, I'm so sorry. But for those of us that were, man, y'all, like, ooh, gang. Love them. So then after this, news spot, man, look, definitely, I was on WTHR in the crack of the morning time. Okay, had to wake up before the birds to kind of turn the TV on. But that's okay, because you got to reach everyone. And we have the internet, so you can see it, anytime. But yeah, that I did a wonderful interview inside of my home on sickle cell, and that was a great way to get the month, kind of really rolling in terms of my visibility and people seeing me for who I am today at this moment, and not the person that they remember from, 2 years ago and beyond. Because quite honestly, I am living a very much before and after type of lifestyle right now. Not that I've chosen it, it's just how it's happened. And so if anyone out there feels like I've left them behind, I promise you I have not. It is not on purpose, but life, you got to go where life takes you. You got to go where your blessings are. You have to, commit that, okay, Lord, I did say I was going to wake up each day and ask you first what I should do. And when you actually start doing that, you realize a lot of times it ain't nothing what you was about to do. Whatever you was about to do. It ain't that. It's something else. It's something bigger. It's something bigger. And so that bigger is what I'm living, and I'm trying to live up to it, because I know that my fellow warriors who are still in the trenches, they deserve it and they want to see it. They want to see it, they need to see it, and they need to know, okay, there can be an after for me. There will be an after for me. And so, yeah, being on the local news, that hit, okay? I mean, I was excited. I don't know about y'all. I was excited. So, let's see. And that was for Channel 13. That was WTHR, Channel 13. And so then, okay, now this is another, other side thing that I've done. The Black Church Coalition is an excellent outlet here in Indy, and I'm proud to be a part. My church and I, we're proud to be a part of the Black Church Coalition here, because we know the importance of banding together in order to create change. And that is exactly what, you know, we've experienced within this realm, within, you know, these people. So this space really allows me to express my my civic duties, you know, alongside my fellow believers. And it really it helps me because I get to get into good trouble. I get to get into good trouble. If y'all are not politically active right now, oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, a machine don't work unless you work it. You have to work it, y'all. It don't work unless you're participating. Okay? I know it might seem scary. It's not. It's not. All them people, them crazy folks y'all see on y'all TV all day, we put them there. We put them there, whether we voted or not. If you didn't vote, you especially put them there. And so, if you have anything to say, with your whole heart, with your whole chest, you know what I'm saying? Say it to the mirror first. Okay? But yeah, I get into good trouble because I don't have time to be living in a city that act like it don't care. What? So yes. Oh yes. And then there was the whole Serenade. Okay, I don't know who pulled these strings, but I want to thank them with my whole heart and my whole chest. Okay, face to face, because the Black Church Coalition Leadership Assembly did have Brother Lamar Campbell up in there, okay, and the choir, okay, and it took me back, honey. In my mind, I was back in my room with my boom box, okay, with the Lord wrapped around me, you know, because I was always praying for healing. And y'all, Lamar Campbell, man, that really took me back. I mean, I'm sitting there, you know, in the room thinking, man, this is real. Like, I am actually here. I am healthy. I am whole. I am with my family, and I am amongst my peers, the people that I know will have my back if something goes awry in this city, in this state. And then to be serenaded, okay, with all of the songs, you guys. Whew, it was amazing. I did not, you know, realize how much that was going to touch me, but it really, really did. And so I'm very, very thankful for that experience. And then, of course, I'm pretty sure I wrote a SickleCellcom article around this time. That was one of my last articles. I think that was the last one that was just published on what a crisis feels like, on what a pain crisis feels like. So yeah, check that out, guys. If you want, you know what I'm saying. I wrote my article. I pushed through my triggers. I broke it up into chunks as to not go too hard at once, and I did end up with an article. And whether or not it will help someone or enlighten someone in some way is yet to be discovered, yet to be proven. But as for now, I know that I was obedient in writing about it. And I also do moderation. So I do, I was moderating the SickleCellcom website behind the scenes. So some more fun stuff. In my household, just in our little house with me and my husband and our son and our dog Apollo, we celebrated Splatoon season. Okay, so Splatoon 3 came out. This is a video game on the on the Nintendo Switch. And it's, anybody that knows me knows it's my one and only favorite game. I don't really like to call myself a gamer girl because that implies that like I play a whole bunch of different games. I don't. I play Splatoon 3. I've played some other games before, but not like this one. I have played Splatoon, Splatoon 2, and Splatoon 3. Them's the games I play. No, I don't play that. Whatever you thinking about right now, no, I don't play that. No, I don't play that. And I play games on my phone sometimes, but on the Switch, nah, I'm just trying to play this Splatoon. That's it. That's all. So you look out for me on the weekends. I'll be playing video games online on the weekends. Let's see. So yeah, Splatoon 3 dropped during Sickle Cell September month, which was like, I was over here sent. Okay, I was like, first of all, yes. Second of all, I ain't gonna have time to play. Like I went super like, I'm a grown woman, but hey, you like what you like. It's therapeutic. It's something that I could do even on days where I was hurting. Where I couldn't leave, couldn't go anywhere. Everybody else at work talking about some girl, I can't be talking to you on the phone all day. I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me now. Now I'm the one that's at work. But before, I had going on. Okay? I had very little going on. And so it definitely was, surprising that, okay, it's coming out September, but it's also Sickle Cell Awareness Month. I'm going to be super busy. But hey, I'm gonna make time. So that's why here October, I'm gonna give you guys some of my, my gaming, so you can see how I game. I'm gonna cut my nails down so that I'm not, tripping up on them no more, because I just can't stand it. I can't stand that. You know what I'm saying? I came to play, I came to win. Okay, so I'm gonna have to chop these nails down. I'm gonna have to chop these nails down. Let's see, what did I do? Ooh, I had a perfect ladies brunch for my bestie's birthday. Okay, we were cute. Okay, we was looking cute. We was cute, y'all. Okay, we was out there with our brunch outfits on, in the sunlight, having tasty meals, bumping into other girlfriends we knew. Hey, girl, y'all having brunch too? Okay, well, it's a birthday. Like, we were lit and turned up, and we were just together, and it felt so good. It felt so good. Like, if you are one of those women that's like, I don't do girlfriend relationships, girl, okay, then be over there by yourself then. Okay? Because over here, we like to mingle. We like to co-mingle. We like to gather ourselves up in hugs and embraces. Okay? And we like to support one another. And so I enjoy that immensely. Okay, so then next sickle cell related thing that happened was I did an interview with Stat News. This is an online publication, you guys. This is not like, they don't have newspaper clippings like your president. They don't have that. Like, they're online. Just go type in Stat News. And your girl is probably going to be on there soon. We did do an interview, and you guys, they came to my house and did a photo shoot. So y'all know I was like, oh yes, let's do it. I can't wait to see that. Discussing sickle cell, of course. Discussing the need for a spotlight, a huge spotlight to be placed on sickle cell and the care and the care disparities here in America. Lots of good stuff. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Let's see. Oh, yes. So I had me some woman-to-woman time, you know what I'm saying, at the polish bar, because that's where I get my nails done. We talked about hashtag soft life and, hashtag love black men, and it's perfect every time. Let's see. Then there was the 11th annual Sickle Cell Disease Therapeutics Conference. Now, you guys know, I was like, oh, I'm going to have me a full month. Yes, I did. Okay. The conference was on there. That particular day was a very busy work day for me, like with other things, you know what I'm saying? Like the nonprofit and the channel and like my son and like stuff like that. And so I had to be in and out. However, my face popped up on the screen. So people were like, "Is your face on here?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it probably is," Just one of those like actual sickle cell patient things where, you on the commercial, you say, "Oh, that's an actual patient." They use my face for that, you guys. So, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Very lucky to be, chosen and asked, for all of these things, for any of these things. And then let's see. So then this is when I was a guest speaker and panelist for the SysCorp's Journey to Better Health Aware for All Health Fair. Okay, where I spoke on the importance of clinical trials and research participation. Because I don't know how anybody expects to have any new medications or treatments when they won't participate in their development. The doctors and nurses and scientists, you guys, they can't just fix stuff like that. Like it doesn't work that way. We have to participate. If you have ever taken an aspirin or a Tylenol or, you know what I'm saying, a Motrin, like everything has to go through the research process in order to find out if it's safe, does it work, how, are there changes that need to be made? And you need the patients to participate in that in order to ensure that these treatments are actually being made and distributed. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, I don't know what it is about clinical. I mean, I do. Lord have mercy. Ooh, I know what it is about Black people and clinical research, doctors in general, any of that. I know my history. I know our history, you guys. But what I also know is that I wasn't going to let none of that mess stop me from getting my healing. That's just another trap. So that's all. Yeah, I'm not one of those people that is strictly medicinal or strictly holistic. I'm a person that feels like I have the spectrum to choose from. And wherever the Lord directs me is where I'm going to go. So yes, I am varied in what it takes to keep me in the state that I know I deserve to be in every day. It takes doctors, it takes nurses, it takes scientists, it takes people coming together. That includes the patients. It can't happen without us. Okay? And that's all areas, whether that's clinical trials, whether it's clinical research of some other kind, whether it's just simply answering surveys about your experience as a fill in the blank sickle cell warrior. Participate. It's the same thing. You're not participating, then Oh yeah. So then I went to a mentor mixer with Ladies Under Construction and my girl Alenia, where I will hopefully develop and hone a brand new facet of myself that I was not aware of, and I'm super excited. I am now officially a mentor. I do have a mentee. I've met her and her mom virtually, not yet in person. That will be extra special when it does happen. But already I know that it feels like a wonderful match made in heaven. And I cannot wait to see how this touches me and to see what good I could do for somebody. I don't know. So, of course, I have more nonprofit meetings and celebrations, milestones and goals reached. And so that was amazing. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So I had to complete my quarterly surveys for the Acupuncture Study that I'm in, which is ongoing clinical research. This study basically, I swear by it. I don't know what Dr. Wong did to my back, but y'all, the acupuncture don't even got needles no more. There's different types, okay? But the type that I ended up getting, y'all, she don't even be touching. it just took the pain away. Whatever she was back there clicking from afar, I don't know if it was a laser. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't care. I was asleep anyway, taking a nap because she had me up underneath the heat lamp like an iguana. And I was just like, ooh, yay! So anywho, I had to, go back and check in. Every session is not a treatment session. Some sessions you have to come in and give updates on how you've been since the last treatment. And that's what this one was. And so, participating in that has helped me doubly because it took away that last little bit of like superficial pain I had widespread all over my back. After the Oxbryta took my sickle cell pain and fatigue and just tossed it out the window, I was still having this layer of like, why does my back feel like this now? Like, I don't understand, right? Well, there's many reasons, but hey, Dr. Wong got me together. She's so sweet. Like, her team was great. Like, I don't know, after the first session, I was like, okay. And since this is a study, of course, yes, I had to, like I said, make sure I attend all the sessions and do the things that are necessary. But this is one that is compensated. And that's another plus or perk for any sickle cell warrior because y'all, we need the needs. So if the money is there for you or if the compensation is there for you, it might not be enough to get you whatever it is that you really, really need right then at that moment. But like, it could help you out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And so like, and there are numerous opportunities to do that. Some where you have to show up in person, some that are just online, some that are specifically for sickle cell, and some that are not. So just do some research, but it's a plus for me because it helped take my back pain away, and it also helped me feel good because I get to put on another cape that says, yeah, I helped, in this research. Yeah, I did that. Oh, then we went to an art gallery opening, like real grown up, you know what I'm saying? Grown up folks, y'all. Oh, it was nice. So me and hubby got dressed up and went like down the street from our house to one of the, greatest, places that we've ever been to. And this place honestly shocked us with its hospitality to our brand of art here in our community, right? And it was a wonderful evening. Lots of networking, meeting new friends, of course, running into old ones, being able to watch from the sidelines as, some of our hometown, homegrown, movers and shakers, move up in the ranks and become even more widely known and successful. It is just wonderful to watch. And of course, the artists and their work, woo, y'all. So yeah, that's once again gang gang. That's gang gang. And then it was our 14th wedding anniversary weekend, you guys. So I'll share with you one highlight from this year. And that is we had lunch at a very, very nice restaurant here called Bluebeard, and my husband and I are foodies. We are true foodies. I have shared with you guys before that I definitely am a foodie. I am a chef. I used to be a chef at Bonefish Grill. I did go to school for that. I do have the knowledge and a very broad palate. I am able to run it down, okay? With one bite, I can run it down. One spoonful, I can run it down, okay? So we went to Bluebeard. We had, this is what you guys need to get when you go there. We had the pickled beets, pickled pineapples, the pickled cucumber, and the pickled turnips, okay, to begin, right? And then we had the ginger salad. Oh, yes, very good. Hubby had the Italian melt, and it was gone, so I know it was good. It was gone. Okay, we had corn chowder. Oh, the corn chowder. Oh, just thinking about it, I gotta go get some more. You guys, I don't know what Bluebeard does to the corn chowder. I don't even know how it became, okay? But I was over there feeling like little Tariq, like everything changed, you know? Just corn, in love with the corn chowder. Just want buckets of it. Just want buckets of it. That's all. Just give me some buckets of the corn chowder and we're all good. Okay, I had a grilled cheese. Y'all, that grilled cheese was good. I'm not even gonna lie. That grilled cheese was so good. You know how good it was? I had half of it there hot, and then I had the other half the next morning cold. And it was just as delicious. Oh, it was great. Okay, then to drink the mango painkiller. Oh, the mango painkiller, delicious, excellent mouthfeel, very, very good mouthfeel. And then, of course, I had to have a dark and stormy as we reminisce about our, days in Jamaica. And that was equally as delicious. So I don't even know. Like, a lot of these ingredients, like, they make this stuff there. This is not like, this is like they are making they make the ingredients for the food, for the meal items. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're making the vinegar and making the ingredients for the dark and stormy. What they put in there, honey? Shucks. Ginger beer. They make that there. And then they put it in the dark and stormy. And it tastes so good. Woo, it tastes so good. So yeah, go ahead and do that. And then after you go to Bluebeard and you taste the delicious delicacies that they have in there, just go next door to Amelia's and get as many cookies as you please, okay? If they are not quite shaped right, they'll just give them to you for free. If they're not in a perfect circle. And you will be so thankful, because we had the peanut butter and oat, delicious. We had the Bondy, delicious. We had the chocolate chunk and sea salt, delicious. All delicious. Must go. Do not pass go. Don't collect $200. Just go straight to Bluebeard. So then I had to co-chair a Sickle Cell Advocacy Day committee meeting, because that's something else that I actually do now. And that was amazing, because these are, once again, heroes of our community coming together to advocate at the State House, where the people are in the rooms and they're shaking their hands and they're signing the papers and they're, yeah, I'm about to be in there. I want to be in there. So, y'all, I'm into everything. I'm almost done. So then, okay, guys, Advocacy Day, honestly, I just want to break this down real quick for people that are still a bit confused as to, like, why is she telling me to come to Advocacy Day and she know it's in the middle of the winter and I have sickle cell? Like, that's the number one question. That is the number one question that people are asking me. Like, why are you asking me to come downtown in the winter to the State House when you know I have sickle cell? Y'all, the wintertime for sickle cell patients, just imagine that your body doesn't produce body heat on its own. And then imagine going out into the winter. It's a lot. It's not like that so much for me anymore because of the treatment, but honestly, it don't matter. Like, I would never forget the absolute bone-chilling feeling of the freaking first day of fall. you guys, having sickle cell is like you don't have enough blood, and the blood that you do have is doing its best, but it's damaged. Of course we're cold all the time because we're near death all the time. Advocacy Day, you guys, the reason I'm asking you to come out is because this is not a day where we're like celebrating anything in particular. This is not a day where we are super hyper focused on the patients. This day is about getting those people in those rooms who participate in lawmaking and passing legislation. We are trying to get these people to recognize sickle cell for what it truly is and its massive needs, and actually do something about it. Can y'all just help us do something about it? Because all my folks is at home. They're not at the state house. They're at home because it's 2 degrees outside. And if they come down here, they might be leaving in an ambulance or spending the rest of their week or month in the hospital. And I don't want that. But that's why they're not here. You know what I'm saying? America is a place, you guys, where if you don't show up and say something, you don't get nothing. And so that's what advocates do. We say, I'm here representing this many sickle cell patients across the state of Indiana who need these things. So if you want to watch me do that and be a participant and show up, no matter, you know what I'm saying, whatever, then just do it. Hit your girl up, because I'll be there. It's February 27th this year. Okay? And then, let's see. Yes, so I premiered my latest episode of Sickle Cell News on my YouTube channel here. So just go on over, watch the Sickle Cell News episode 4. That's going to give you a lot more about Advocacy Day and all the other stuff, like how you can get involved, what you can do, things I've been, working on, and things of that nature. I did address my fellow warriors at this year's Sickle Celebration, which was held at our most wonderful children's museum. I got to, speak and let my fellow warriors and their families, their caregivers and community members know that there is life beyond that sick bed. Like, it is possible to get out. And then once you do that, you absolutely must spring into action. And advocacy is the only way. Speaking up for your fellow neighbor, saying, hey, this person over here can't come out because she's too sick, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lena, you tell, what do I need to do to get the help for her, and for me and all of them? Like, that's really all advocacy is. Or when something's not going right, you know what I'm saying? You can be like, hey, let me just take a moment to advocate for myself. Now, aren't there ASH and NIH guidelines that you guys are supposed to be following? Just ask a question. Advocate for yourself. Okay? Let's see. Oh yes. So then I ended up going to I attended the first annual Paint Indy Red fashion show. And this was put on by a lovely young lady here in the city who, has a heart for sickle cell warriors and wanted to showcase some of, our hometown artists and clothing makers, the ones that make the styles, and they out there, really producing things. And so it was all for, sickle cell benefit, the proceeds. So yes, hubby did escort me to that, and it was wonderful. I got to see a friend of mine, stand up and say some words on behalf of the Martin Center Sickle Cell Initiative. Hey, Miss Helen. And it was great. It was great. I can't wait to see what they do next year. And then, so remember way back in the beginning of this video when like 10,000 2,000 years ago, when I mentioned that I went to the hospital and, set up the Martin Center booth and did all those things. Well, towards the end of that, I got a chance to, leave that booth and actually go upstairs to where the nurses were and to speak in their huddles, you guys. I got to speak in 3 nurses' huddles, totaling it was at least total like 25 to 30 nurses that I ended up speaking with and speaking in front of and asking and answering questions. And this was a highlight of my month. I mean, all of these things are highlights, but this was a real dream realized that I didn't even know I had. I just knew that growing up that I was capable. But people only believe what they can see. And so now that I am fully expressing my capabilities, thanks to the treatment, I was able to give a brand new, fresh perspective on what it means to be a sickle cell warrior to these people. And that was not only a blessing, but it was also a heavy responsibility. I stood as an example of what a sickle cell patient could be if not for the wretched disease. Because there's some people that they see, oh, that's LENA. She's, a sickle cell patient. Yes, but what else is she? Right? They don't think to go beyond because that's all they can see. And so I'm up there telling them like, hey, y'all, just a couple years ago, I would have been in one of them beds y'all about to go to. Not over here in this pink dress, what I'm saying, these earrings, talking to y'all about the reality of sickle cell disease. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I answered questions and I realized a dream which was being seen, being heard, and being understood and validated. And honestly, you guys, all of this was just the beginning. All of this was just the beginning. Because now I have an in with the nurses and I'll probably be doing the same type of huddle thing in the emergency department, which is really where they need to meet LENA LAVISH, baby. So, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see, y'all. We will see, right? If I get the chance to do that, honey, okay, I'm going to make it as dynamic and as truthful and honest as possible because, yes, there are issues on the patient side, but, honey, there are issues on the medical side. And I have a unique perspective where I can help bridge the gap of, okay, we're going around in circles now because I'm trying to figure out how I can help you and you just keep taking more pain meds and I'm not sure this is really doing anything and you're going to be in here next week again anyway and what and there's this, spiral of prejudgments and unspoken thoughts and assumptions. Oh. And then the patient is like, okay, yeah, but see, I am still hurting, so I'm not understanding why it's even up for discussion about the pain medicine, but whatever. And then, yeah, like, I would like to not be in here as well. just going around. It's just like, ooh, that cycle, y'all. Like, you feel like you're not being heard, understood by the doctor, and the doctor is like, you're not hearing and understanding me. I've lived it. But I am here to say that if not for an excellent, upstanding individual that has a heart that beats and a heart that bleeds for his fellow human being, I wouldn't be here. If Dr. Ted Love had not decided to do what he felt like should have already had been done, which was why we ain't got no specific sickle cell medicine, y'all, treatment at work, at the root. We don't need another symptom massager. Like, where is at? Oh, it's on me? Okay, it's on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he said any of that or thought any of that, but like, this man took it upon himself to leave his retirement, you know what I'm saying, in order to create Global Blood Therapeutics, and then they just create this gem of a treatment that actually worked. That takes hard work, tenacity. It takes never giving up. Like, you have, it takes something deep, something deeper. And so that's now pretty much all I have to give. It's the deepness. Anywho, y'all, it's been 50 minutes. I gotta go. I'm supposed to be doing something else. I don't know what it is. But you know what? Thanks for chilling with me and hearing all about my Sickle Cell September, my hashtag SickleTember of 2022, baby, because it was active, it was lit. I was all over the place. I was online, I was on the news, I was in the art gallery, I was at the children's museum, I was out with my friends, I was at brunch. I had an absolute perfect month, and it was all working for the good of a larger cause and not just because I wanted to be out looking cute, you know? And so that's what I thank God for. And I just want you all to know that no matter what your station, no matter what the thorn is in your side, no matter what the thing is you think you will never be able to overcome, please, first of all, the devil is a lie. All he does is lie. Y'all know people like that, where they just lie all the time and gaslight. Y'all, don't fall for it. Stop falling for it. No matter how dark and bleak it gets, there is always a future. There is always a future. Okay? All right, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll edit, maybe I won't, but either way, I'll see you guys soon, okay? Stay tuned to the channel and, like, click, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and it's gonna take a lot of me talking to y'all through this camera. Sorry. It just is the way it is, okay? So I'll see you soon for something else, and until then, get your healing by any means necessary, okay? Love you, bye!